Hello everybody, welcome to my first ever Tuesday talk video. This is a new thing I'm wanting to get started pretty heavily in 2025, and that's just where every Tuesday I sit down and I give everybody a talk of what I'm up to. And I'm going to start this first episode off with a very big announcement. I've got lots of big announcements for 2025, but the first one is coming early. It's coming and kind of as a Christmas gift, and that is a project I'm working on, which is a saddle. This is the first saddle I will ever have built. I've done saddle repairs in the past, but this is the first one I'm building from scratch, and I've been kind of keeping it under wraps for a while. Some of you may have seen I posted on my story a while back just a screenshot of my tree order form. And it was kind of like, if you know, you know, if you don't, you don't. But now everything is here except that tree. It should be coming any day. But everything else is here. So I'm going to give you guys a quick look at that, and I'll give you guys some details on what my saddle is going to be. It's going to be an SF Bowman style saddle, which is kind of a roper ranch kind of all around saddle, Western saddle. I'm building it roughly to the old Dusty Johnson DVD videos, if anybody is familiar with those. But I'm also pulling a lot from other resources like the Al Stolman encyclopedias. So it's going to be SF Bowman style, built on a saddle tree from Bowden Saddle Company. And yeah, I'll just show you guys what I've collected here. Okay, so I kind of got everything laid out here. You can see I've got way more saddle strings than I'll ever need. I've got my latigos here. There's two of them. One is for just my, normal cinch latigo, and then the other one is going to be my horn wrap. Got my keepers, rosettes, buckles. These ones are for my stirrup hobbles. This one is going to be for my flank cinch, along with these D-rings. Also flank cinch. And you can see I've got some roper stirrups here from Weaver. I've got a hoof pick, which I'm gonna build a pouch into the back billet and have the hoof pick in there. I've got my 50-53 rigging. This is gonna be a 7/8 rigged saddle. So that's the rigging I'm using. I've got my seat strainer. I've got my Blevins buckles. I've got my breast collar D-rings, and then I have all the leather. I've got a little bit of rawhide here. Not sure if I'm going to end up using that. I've got some chap leather scrap, which, if you know anything about saddles, is going to get glued to the underside of this seat strainer. I've got my veg tan shearling here. Well, people call it the woolskins. And then I've got 3 sides of Herman Oak skirting leather. 1, 2, and 3. I got more than I need. That way, if I mess anything up, which I probably will because this is my first saddle, I have plenty to work with. So again, the tree is not here yet, but these are kind of the main materials. This doesn't include things like rivets and nails and screws and all of that. But that is what I'm working with. So it's all very exciting. All right, so that was just a quick little look at the materials that I've got going on. I've been collecting that and all kinds of tools. I've got things like my tack hammer, lots of specialty tools for saddles that I didn't have, although I certainly had more tools than most people would coming into this. But I've been collecting that for a long time. I bought the patterns and the DVDs over a year ago, and I've been kind of collecting tools since, I want to say, April, and now it's December. But I plan to start working on the saddle a week from today. So today's Tuesday. I think it's the 17th. And so I'll be starting the saddle on Christmas Eve, actually. And there's going to be tons of content coming out with that, lots of videos and things like that. So you guys can kind of follow along as I build my first saddle. Plan to do lots more, content creation type stuff in the new year. Lots of videos. I've got a few tutorials. I plan to do more, which, by the way, this saddle making series is not a tutorial. I'm by no means an expert. I'm the very definition of a beginner saddle maker. So this is me sharing my process of figuring it out. So I will see you guys all very soon.